Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and we are live in our studios here from Inside Out. And if you guys can tell, the topic of this video, I'm doing a part two of the topic I tried to start last week here in the studios. And I decided to do this part two because of technical difficulties and all that fun jazz last time I tried doing this. So it basically finish up from what I was trying to start last time. So I apologize if I've upset you last time I did this, but I'm going to do a part two, as you guys know, about the prison slang, what it means, and all the definitions behind it right here with your host, Jay, from Inside Out. Let's get to it. All right, let's go ahead and finish where I left off last week. If you guys can, real quick, before I get into the meat and potatoes of this topic tonight, please, with all means, get on here, hit that subscribe button, share this video with all your friends in your groups, and let them know what's going on. That way, I can get this stuff across and help all of you understand the prisons from the inside out, the do's and don'ts, and all that fun jazz. All right, guys? All right. I was speaking about some weird slang that the prisons use. And hey, Patriot, how's it going, man? Thank you so much for getting up in here and watching my show. Please, if you can, if you don't know how, but I understand if you don't know how. But anyways, please get on here and share this video with your friends and groups that you belong to and get myself out there. Thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, to get involved with the topic tonight, I hope you guys can hear me. Let me turn my background down, music down a little bit. All right. Next word on the list is bong. All right. Now, keep in mind, guys, it's not what you think. All right. The bong, the definition of it is this: a cell-made cooker to heat coffee or water for food. This is usually made with toilet paper rolled into a donut shape and lit on fire while a can containing item to be heated is held over it. All right. So I hope you guys understand that. All right. Book. Here's another word that prisons, I don't know if they use anymore, but you get the idea. Book, 20 postage stamps of the current first class value. So basically stamps. All right. So let's see where I'm at here. Boss, correctional officer, guard, or prison employee who has keys, called a boss. All right. Now I'm pretty sure some of these words have changed over time, but that's all right. We'll get into it. Brake fluid. Now, you're probably sitting there with a smile on your face going, brake fluid? Why would brake fluid be a prison word in prisons? That's a weird word, right? Well, check this out, guys. Brake fluid is basically considered, a medication for patients in a correctional facility to stop/control symptoms. All right. So basically, it's another word for medicine. I didn't know that. Even though I was in prison, I never heard that term, but it's on this list, so I'm going to explain it. All right. Brogan or Brogan. That's Brogan. Pronounce it how you want. It's on the list. Here it is. Prison work, boots inmates wear. So basically, it's prison work boots inmates wear. Nice, right? All right. I have two people in here watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight, guys. I do appreciate it. Usually, keep in mind, usually I do go live on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. But due to uncontrolled and ridiculous, immature circumstances here at this house where I'm at, I had to change the scheduling without somebody knowing. Yeah, petty, very pathetic, but it is what it is. Anyways, moving down, bug, bug. It's on the list. Inmate with it's an inmate with mental problems, basically, is what that stands for. Bolderm, while originally referring to free cigarettes provided to inmates, it's now means low grade tobacco products. And keep in mind, as I mentioned last time, guys, tobacco has been totally taken out of all the prisons in all the United States. All right. They used to be able to smoke in there, but now they can't. All right. Tobacco is gone. All right. Bullet. Yeah, that's a word. That's a prison slang word for prisons. And I don't know if it's being used today, but it's called bullet, and that means 1 year's time. So that um, basically means 1 year's time, or how much time they have is basically 1 year. So yeah, that's what that means, guys. All right. Bunkie means cellmate. You guys probably know that already. Um, Patriot Fighter said, me either. Okay, thank you, Patriot. Much appreciated, guy. I hope you're doing all right, man. Thinking about you. All right, let's move on here. I already said bust some Z's. That basically means take a nap. Let's go on down to the C's now, guys, real quick. I'll go through this real quick because I'm time limited on here, so I apologize on that. If you guys want to see a specific topic that you guys want me to talk about, put what your ideas that you want to see on this show in the comment section down below here live tonight if you're watching, or anywhere on my videos, and let me know what I want to talk about. All right, let me know. I mean, your show ideas help too. So it's not just about me and what I know, but I want to know what you guys want to know. So put your show ideas in the comments here tonight and let me know. All right. Call out. You guys have probably heard that term. It's, I think, still used on some occasions or not. It's challenge an inmate. Now, again, that's not always necessarily true, especially now today in the 20th century. You have to understand that call out basically can mean getting called out for medical, called out for other issues past the prison unit. All right, so that's what it means. All right, care package. You all know what that is. Case can be either an inmate's court case or disciplinary report written for an inmate's rule infraction. So it can be either in there or in a court setting. That's what that means. Cat. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. The animal cat. Nope. In here, it's something different. It says C. Cadillac. Whatever that means. Cat head refers to hard rolls or biscuits. Yeah. Catch a chain. Now, you guys have probably all heard that, that scenario, what that means. Catch a chain. Inmate term regarding waiting for a transfer to another correctional facility. Basically, catch a chain or ride on the chain bus. All right, that's what that means. Catch a pair. Here's another one. When an inmate must stand in pairs for a correctional officer to count or control them. All right. Catch a ride. Requesting to get high with a friend. Yeah, it's not what you thought, was it? Catch a ride's not getting a car and going somewhere. No, this means to get high with a friend, which, keep in mind, is illegal. All right. Catch out. Interesting words, huh? Catch out. When a person cannot handle the pressure of a certain area and leaves. This can refer to an inmate or a correctional facility employee. So it's a mixed bag. You guys understand that, right? All right. Caught my case, date on which an inmate was arrested for the crime to which he refers. That's what that means. Celly, you guys don't know what that means. I'll say it real quick if you don't. Alternate spelling for celly, the person with whom an inmate shares a cell with. And that's what that means. Chain, correctional bus where inmates are chained for transport. This can also refer to those chained together. You guys understand that? All right. So for tonight, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to about 8 o'clock tonight. All right. And again, if you guys like what you see, Patriot just said, I never got high. Thank you, Patriot. Well, I never did either. So we're in the same boat. Thank you, Patriot, for your comment, man. Much appreciated. But keep in mind, if you guys like this video, please hit the button right now while I'm live to let me know that you like this show. And also put some ideas, again, like I said, for more show ideas in the near future and what you want me to explain or talk about. Okay, because it's just not my show, it's your show too as well. All right, so keep that in mind as we go along here. All right, channel check. Changing the television channel in the prison dorm. All right, that's what that means. Keep going on. Chiefs, Native Americans. That's kind of obvious. Chin check. Now, a lot of you probably have heard that word or know what that means. I'll say it on here, but if you know the answer, put it down in the chat box right now. It says this: chin check. Test another inmate's desire to fight you by punching him in the chin. Interesting, right? And we all know that kind of stuff happens in there. Keep in mind, prisons themselves, or I guess you could say the inmates themselves, run the prisons to a certain extent. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but the inmates kind of run the show in there and boss everybody around. It's their own little world in there. Trust me, guys, it's their own little world. All right. Cho-cho, ice cream. Chow, any meal in the prison chow hall is where you eat. Chow, cafeteria. Some places they call it the mess hall. I know it's weird, right? Moving down the list there. C-O or CO. That basically refers to a correctional officer. All right. CO is a short term for correctional officer. CO. Compound is another one. The prison exercise yard or area. All right. Sometimes they call it yard. Sometimes they call it big yard. They call it compound. It can be anything, but whatever they use that's on this list, here it is. There we go. All right. Contraband. We already know what that is. All right. That's any item that an inmate's not supposed to have. It's illegal. Contract, probation type written document between the prison administration and prisoner, which allows the prisoner to be released from detention. Booyah. All right. Convict, a longtime inmate who plays by the code of prisoners, is tough, knows the ropes, and does not mislead or lie to other prisoners. Didn't know that, right? Pretty interesting. And there is a code of conduct in there where if you've never been in prison, the hype on that, anyways, is somewhat pretty much true. All right. There's a certain amount of conduct that you're supposed to happen there. You do not want to be labeled as a snitch. You do not want to be labeled anything negative, or you'll be a target in there. So understand that. You got to mind your P's and Q's and go how the thing is supposed to go. All right. Because let's be honest with each other, guys. The COs are not going to protect you per se, even though that's what their job is supposed to be. All right. Moving down, county jail or detention facility where an inmate awaits trial, sentencing, or federal procedure. So basically, they're still dealing with their court stuff. All right. Crib. You've all heard that. All right. Where are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to the crib. All right. Crib means cell of a bunk which an inmate considers home. All right. So Patriot Fighter just said exactly. Thank you, Patriot. Much appreciated, my man. Crossed out. Now, have you guys heard that term before? If you have, put yes, I have in the comment section below. Crossed out says this: when an inmate is blamed for something they say they did not do or taken out of good crib or job. Yeah. Crow. All right. Or crow. I'm sorry. Lookout. Oh, it's crow. Look out for other inmates committing crimes / rule infractions in a penal facility or correctional facility. C.U.S. Cell house or dorm. Supervisor, custody unit supervisor. Yep. Moving on real quick. I'm going to go through this pretty fast because I'm here till 8 o'clock. So if you guys, like I said, you guys got something on your mind that you want to talk about right here live with your host, Jay, from Inside Out, put it in the comment section right now and I'll get back to you. I see your comments. I'm not going to ignore you. All right. All right. Moving on real quick, guys. Deck is a pack of cigarettes. Again, this must be an old list because cigarettes in itself or any tobacco items are not allowed in prisons anymore. They used to be, but they're not now. But it's on this list, so I decided to say it. Day room. All right. Day room is a common area inside a prison / jail where inmates can gather, watch TV, play cards, mingle, hang out with your other inmate friends, etc. Yada yada. DSEG. All right. Inmates in isolation, or better known as the hole, or solitary confinement is another word for an infraction. See also add seg. All right. So seg for short is the word called segregation. All right. Better known as the hole or isolation. All right. That's where inmates go if they're misbehaved. And I did a show on that itself, and it's a very, very big time mental job on your mind. And maybe I'll do a recap or do a show on that too and show you what it does to your mental status. Next word down the list on prison slang, ladies and gentlemen, is dirty dog. Yeah. Have you ever heard that before? Dirty dog. A no account, sorry, useless inmate. In other words, another inmate that can't be trusted. He's probably been marked as a snitch, yada, yada, yada. The laundry list goes down the list. All right. Dirty guard. All right. Now, we all know what that is. A dirty guard is a guard that at a correctional facility involved in legal activities. Corrupt, shady, dirty, you name it. All right. And believe me, folks, as I sit here in front of you right now, they are in there. They're in there. All right. And the hype is real, guys. The hype is real when it comes to corruption. And maybe I can touch base with that depending on how much time I have. Did a nickel. All right. Now you guys know what that is. A nickel. Served a prison sentence of 5 years. That's correct. All right. That's what that means. Ding. Patriot Fighter just said both. Thank you, Patriot. If you can get everybody that's on that other page that me and you talk on, get them over here and get involved if you can, please. I'm on live YouTube right now. Send if you can send the link that you see or whatever you're watching me with on, and send it over to the Google Hangout. All right, get them involved. I need them in here too as well. All right, discipline, restrictions, or physical abuse used by inmates on an inmate as punishment. Moving on, doobie or dobie. Doobie, a hard biscuit or roll. See cathead, another word for cathead. Dog, an inmate's friend or fellow gang member. Yeah, dog. Now, again, in some cases, wherever you're at, depending on where you're at, that word's still used, believe it or not, out here in the community, also out there, also in prison. Such as, like, for example, what's up, dog? What's going on, dog? Yeah. All right. That's, I know it sounds corny, but that's used still today in some terms. All right. A Patriot fighter just said, hold on. Okay. I'm holding on. I'm not going nowhere. Down. The amount of time an inmate has been incarcerated. That's what that means, obviously. Drive by. When an inmate or CO walks by a bed or cell while passing. That's called drive by. All right. Let's see here. Here's one. Dry snitching. All right. Inform on someone to guards or correctional officers without telling them by using actions or loud talk to draw attention. Yeah. So basically, that's kind of like really not saying anything, but you're still a snitch. And if you get caught, that's a big no-no. You don't want to be a snitch in prison because then you're marked for life and you can't be trusted. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. I've seen some pretty hairy fights in there when somebody got found out that they're a snitch. It's not beautiful at all. All right. Dungeon, solitary confinement, or DSAG cell where an inmate is kept incarcerated as a disciplinary action for a violation of the violation of the institution's rules. So, believe it or not, prisons have all these set rules that all inmates are supposed to abide by, but as you probably know, they do not, and it's constant back and forth violations. Like I said before, guys, believe it or not, prisons are their own separate world from out here. All right, believe it or not, that is true. Um, moving down to the E's, I'll say one E real quick. Eyeball. Now, some of you have never heard of that. Some of you may know what that is. Eyeball, an inmate or correctional officer staring at an inmate or inmate's possessions. All right, so somebody's got their eye on you. All right. Anyways, down to the F's real quick. Fall. It says where an inmate was convicted. That's what that means. Fat back is another word on this list. It's called a person with language. Let's see. Language. I'm sorry. Let me do that again. A person with large posterior. All right. That's what fat back means. Feds. Any federal agency or part of the federal court system. Yes, that's a no-brainer, right? Feds. Friend. An inmate addicted to drugs. Keep going on. Fish life, a newcomer to prison who knows nothing of prison life. And that's called a fish. So he's a newbie. In some cases, it's called fresh meat, new meat. Yeah, believe it or not, there's. Oh, my good friend Dreadnought is in here. Hey, Dreadnought, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning to my show tonight. I do appreciate it. You said hi there. How are you? How are things going so far? I'm doing pretty good. Another day in paradise, if you will. But I'm still breathing, so that should count for something. Patriot said, told them. Thank you, Patriot. My hat's off to you, my friend. Thank you. Hope you can stay around, Dreadnought, and enjoy the show. Please share this video with your friends and groups that you belong to and get it out there. Redemption Patriot said, sup. Not much. You see me. Here I am, kicking it. All right. So everybody's on here. Great, guys. Thank you. Share my videos, guys. Get it out there, please. Thank you very much. All right, fishing line, next word. And I'm going to go to 8 o'clock. So if you got something to say it now. Get it in here. And if you got show ideas, real quick, guys that are watching right now, all 4 of you, please, with all due respect, get in here and tell me what your ideas for a possible future show for me is. And I'll get on here, look it up, check it out, look at the facts, and talk about it for a live show. How about that? So let me know what, if you want something that you want to talk about besides what I'm doing now, put it in the chat box down below and let me know what's a good topic to talk about. Thanks, guys. All right, flat weeds, another word of the F's. It's called losing a fight as if being mowed down to the dirt. This is usually used connection with guards restraining an inmate. All right, so basically you lost a fight. Flick is another word that is basically a picture from a magazine or photograph. It also could be a movie on TV today. Okay, so keep that in mind too as well. All right. Moving down front porch. There's yeah. Can you believe that word's in here? Front porch. That's an area immediately in front of the cell door. All right. Free world. Yes, this is a word too on the list. Inmates call the rest of the world outside of the prison the free world. And that's exactly right. Out here where we're at right now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is called the free world. In there, it's not. All right. So there we go. Um, a funky, a dirty inmate who does not shower. So a stinky celly is a bad celly. All right. People don't like that kind of stuff in there. All right. How fellowship works in prison. Yeah, that's a great topic. That's a good idea. Thank you, Redemption. I do appreciate that. That might be a good idea. I'll look into it. Maybe you can help me with some data and some information, factual wise, and we'll get in there and do that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Gassing, throwing feces at a guard or prison employee. That's disgusting. Gassing. Gate money. We all know what that is. That's when you get released and they give you gate money to get on the bus or release you to wherever they're supposed to release you, and you have a little bit of funds to do that with. I remember that day. Anyways, if you don't know what it means, it says this: given an inmate a time of release, this can be either money or a bus ticket. And I just said that, clarified it. Um, Gates out is another word when an inmate is released from prison. Gates out. Getting on the bus. An inmate testifies about another inmate's legal prison activities in order to get reduced sentence. Another word for a snitch. All right. I'll make two more words on the G's and I'll move down the list here until the time expires. Um, thank you guys for your comments. Do appreciate it. All right. Good time. Believe it or not, it's called earned through merit. Prisoner receives a reduction in sentence for following the prison rules. All right, that's where we're at with that. One more. Let's see here. Good squad. Prison SWAT or riot squad used to control inmates. Interesting, huh? I'm going to go down the H real quick. One word that kind of stands out: heat wave, bringing attention to another inmates around you by being under the suspicion of prison guards. Yeah. Hacks. Yeah. Hacks. Isn't that kind of funny word? Correctional officers or guards call themselves this as well as the inmates. Interesting, right, guys? All right. Hit it is another word that's on this list. An inmate needs to leave the area because other inmates do not want him there. So basically, they'll want him out. Could be a problem. Hold your mud. Have you guys ever down or tell anything? Anything. I lost my spot. Apologize, guys. Anything to other inmates or prison officials, even under great pressure. That's a tough son of a bitch right there. All right. The hole, solitary confinement. This is officially known as ASEG, DSEG, and isolation, as well as the shoe. All right. You guys all know what that is. Homeboy. Now, again, you guys have probably heard that word on some occasions while you're in there. Homeboy means an inmate from the same neighborhood in the free world. Like, for example, have you ever heard the terms when you go up to your friend, you say, "What's up, homeboy? What's going on, homeboy? What's up, dog?" There you go. Homie, same as the homeboy. Hooch. Now, you guys have probably heard those terms of those words, hooch. Now, keep in mind, guys, it can mean what you think, but here's what it means on the list. Hooch is jailhouse alcohol. All right, there's another name for it, but I just had a brain fart. Can't think of it right now. But if you know what the other word besides hooch is, put it in the chat box down below, and I'll tell you if you're right or not. I know what it is. I just can't think of it right now off the top of my head. But in any event, hooch. Let's see. Patriot Fighter just said I was told was going to protective custody. Yeah, that's called in short PC. I can probably explain that in the later show or whatever, or you personally and tell you what. If you already know what it means, I won't do it. But PC is another word for protective custody. Nothing bad, but in there, that's how they look at it. Pruno, thank you. That's the word I was trying to look for. Dreadnought, I appreciate you, my man. Thank you very much for getting that word out there. I knew it was there. I just couldn't. It was on the tip of my tongue. But but the word hooch on top of pruno is the same thing. Here it is: jailhouse alcohol made by inmates, which contains sugar, yeast, generally orange juice, and cough medicine, which has been cooked for several days. Yeah, and if you get caught, you're going to the hole. So that's what that means. And Patriot said I refused. Good, and you have a right to do that. Anyways, high class inmate who has hepatitis C. Yep, high class. All right, moving down to the eyes. It's 7:51. I only got a few more minutes in here. I'll say a few eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's going on for the upcoming week. I might be changing my schedule and all that, so bear with me. All right, guys. Moving on. IMU for the eyes. IMU stands for Intensive Management Unit. Basically, you all know what that is. Inmate, new prisoner, inmate, new prisoner. Wow, interesting. In the car, another word, a prisoner who is in the know about something happening and part of the deal. See what I'm saying? Ink, tattoo, institutionalized long-term inmate who has accepted prison as a way of life. They're never going home. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take the next few minutes here to talk about what's going on for the show, for me, and all that real quick. I appreciate you guys getting on here and joining me tonight. I have 3 people listening. Again, share my stuff, get it out there, guys, to help my channel right here grow and get bigger as time goes by. That will help me out very much in the future. All right. That way I can start getting paid to do these shows. All right. That's the whole other purpose why I need 1,000 subscribers. Now, I just uploaded a video to you guys on this same channel about a challenge. And real quick, before I go, here it is, that question mark envelope. If you want to know what's in here, and if you want this prize, I need you guys to do what I need you guys to do. The challenge is I need 1,000 subscribers. All right. And you guys, I'm not going to do a time limit on it. I want to see if you guys can get me or help me get me to 1,000 subscribers. And here's the rules real quick before I get out of here. All right. Rule number 1 for this challenge is hit that subscribe button. All right. You have to do that and turn that notification bell on. Without that, you ain't going to be accepted in this challenge. You won't win. Hit and smash that like button on this video and all my other videos. All right. You got to do that. That's part of the challenge. Number 3, hit and share that share button. All right. Share this with your friends, families, groups, whatever you got going on in your life right now. Put myself out there, share it with people, get them to subscribe to my channel. And then also down below in the comment section, even on here, hit the word done. DONE, done. All right. Those are the rules for that challenge. And if you guys want to get this envelope right here with the question mark on it, all right, because it's been doubled up now. If you want what's in that envelope, you're going to do that. Do those steps, get me to 1,000 subscribers, and whoever does that is the winner of this challenge and gets that envelope mailed to their house. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it'll be a blessing for somebody. All right. And I just doubled it up. Yep. Double it up. You want that? Help me. All right. That's where I'm at. All right, guys, it's 7:54. Any questions, comments, concerns you have with me, please put it in the chat box. I will get back to you later, if not here now, and let you know what's going on. So let me have your questions. If you guys got something you want to talk about, let me know. It would be greatly appreciated. I do these shows all across the board, and I belong to so many platforms. I can't keep up with all of them, but I do belong to a lot of platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, right here, Facebook, you name it. I'm everywhere. All right. So basically, what we got going on now, due to uncontrolled circumstances on my end, I might be doing my shows on a different date and time. So certain individual does not know when I do that. All right. So in order for me to kind of just squeeze by everybody and all the haters and whatnot, I gotta be sneaky. So in any event, I will get to do these shows, but it won't be on Sundays, I don't think. All right. So that's where I'm at. Patriot Fighter said, well, first of all, you might do best to try to help you get as many subscribers as I can get. Can't promise how soon, but I'll work on it. You got my word on that. Thank you, Patriot. Much appreciated. Again, hats off to you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. You guys are appreciated. You guys are awesome. I do have a lot of supporters in this, and I'm trying to want to give back because everybody supported me to a certain extent and showed their love and respect. I kind of want to do the same thing. So I figured, hey, what the hell? Put a question mark, put a prize in here, and see if everybody can do a simple little challenge. All right. So again, the challenge is get me 1,000 subscribers on this channel right now, here in the near future, and whoever does that, the last person that gets me to the 1,000 mark gets this. All right, guys. All right. Anyways, put your show ideas in the comment section below. Get a hold of me personally if you want to. You can email me right now at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, my email to contact me on a more personal note, guys, is at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. All right, guys. So please get involved and help me grow this channel. With that said, I'm going to back out of here. It's been a great pleasure talking to you all, you guys. You guys take care. Much love and respect right here live from Inside Out. Good night, everybody.